Hi, and welcome back to the Los Angeles International Film Festival. So that was Red Shoes, and I am absolutely delighted to be joined by Isabella Weiss, who is the director of the film. I'm going to ask her some questions today. Welcome, Isabella.
Hi, everybody. Thank you to the Los Angeles International Film Festival, and hi, Natasha. Nice to meet you.
Fantastic to have you, to be speaking to you today. I absolutely loved the film, and I've got a few questions. So first off, I just want to know a little bit about what was behind the inspiration for the film. How did the story come about, and how did you do research, development? Tell us what was your process?
Yes, so I saw Daniela on an Italian TV show where she briefly explained her story, and I was very touched by it, and I started researching more about her. And I have to say, it wasn't easy at all to find her and to convince her to tell her story in front of the cameras, because what she did on TV was something very brief with other people. She is an activist, but at the same time, she's very, very shy, and her story was so even particular and original that we thought that it needed to be told. So we got in touch with her, and she had to really trust us in order to tell her story, because let's not forget that we're talking about a criminal family here, and so a family with ties with the local mafia. So everything that she would tell could have been even dangerous for everybody. Her father is serving a lifetime sentence, and now she's totally, of course, out of that world, but that's where she was born. So we had to be careful, even in like talking to friends, family, going to some locations, and so on.
Mm-hmm. It's really interesting. I imagine there are so many challenges with the film as well. And I'm interested to know a bit more about how you collaborated together with Daniela to make sure that you captured all the important parts of the story, and making because it's such an inspirational story as well, just the difficulties that she faced. So making sure that you captured all of those moments and balancing that with being careful about what could be said and what not. Tell us a bit how that process worked, and collaborating with Daniela and indeed with everyone else involved.
Yes, so we, as I said, we had to gain her trust. So we met before, we talked to her. She first didn't want to for us to talk to her mom, for example. It was very difficult for her to let go of something that she was actually keeping inside for a long time, because the image that she has now, it's these activists for civil rights. So she goes on TVs, she goes in the squares to protest for civil rights. But at the same time, her story was locked inside herself. All this pain, the fact that she wanted to commit suicide when she was a teenager, all the discrimination coming from her own family. So her mom spitting on him, and all these things were very kind of buried inside her soul. And so they were waiting to come out. So we had to talk to her, gain her trust. she said, I trust you because you're women, and so we gained her trust, and we were very lucky because she just refused. Actually, like Netflix friends wanted her to do like a mini series. She's very concerned on what comes out from her story, because she doesn't want to be told as the son of a boss. She doesn't want to be labeled something that she's not, and so that was quite hard. But then we made it. We gained her trust, and we met her boyfriend, Ilario. We met her mom, her friends. So we were very lucky to do that.
Yeah, there's a lot of personal elements to that, and very emotional as well. So I can imagine the challenges of that. What about also on the other side, the positive aspects of your shoot? What were the nice experiences that you had making the film?
Well, it was fun when we were planning to shoot an interview with her and Ilario, and instead she calls me and she says, we have to go to this protest this morning. So so we moved the entire troop, who wasn't really ready to follow a protest. So we had some parts where I have the audio, I don't have the video, and vice versa, because we were like in the middle of this big mess, people screaming, chanting. There were actually 2 or 3 different protests going on in front of this state palace. So it was quite the scene. And then we were trying to get into the jail where she actually works as a volunteer, but they didn't let us in. So it was quite let's say like a morning that we were going to remember in a way. Like one of our video maker fell while he was trying to capture something. So it's
Wow.
was adventurous.
Yeah, it sounds it. So what's next for the film? Can you tell us if it has it where has it screened already, and where is it going to be shown next? What's happening with it at the moment? And also, part of the question that I have is, how has it been received, and what have people said about it so far?
It has been very well received. We were selected at festivals that we didn't think that we would be selected to, so we were happy. We did different festivals in Italy through all this summer, and then still doing festivals. I think it's important in Italy, for example, because we just had a hate crime law that was supposed to pass, but it was blocked in the Senate. So now there is a lot of turmoil, and all the LGBT community is kind of moving and protesting about that. So it's an intense moment for these topics. And what I hope is that it's this story, which comes from a small town but it's at the same time very international, can be seen as much as it deserves, to give hope to some young people, to teach families how to respect and help their their offsprings when they have these this it's called gender dysphoria, right? And so not to feel guilty, not to make them feel guilty, but to help them in this process. So I see it as educational too, in a way. So that's why I would like it to go as far as possible and to touch as many people as possible.
Absolutely, I completely agree. I think it's a really important story to be told, and that as far and wide as possible. The more people who see it, the better.
Yes, and thank you to the Los Angeles International to make it possible.
Yeah, we want to shine a light on lots of amazing work, and we want to support stories that we think need to be told.
Thank you.
So,
Yes.
Isabella, what's next for you aside from the film? What are you up to?
Well, we're very concentrated now. We want to find a distributor. We would like to, we're proposing it to different TV channels to hopefully, we want it to have more visibility as possible, just because we think that it's important for people, it's important for our country, because as I told you, we're still a little bit behind regarding these issues. For one reason or the other, we're kind of behind in Italy. So we're very concentrated on that. And of course, there are other projects, social documentaries that I'm preparing. So that's going to be next. Yes.
Exciting. You have to keep us updated.
Yes.
Great. Thank you so much for joining me today and
Thank you.
questions about film. And I hope the audiences watching enjoyed the Q&A as well. And I hope you all loved the film as much as I did.
Thank you so much. Really.
Excellent. And don't forget, we're on Twitter and Instagram, Los Angeles IFF. So come and chat to us on there, where we also have a Facebook page and a group where you can also come and chat further. So make sure you join us over there. And once again, a massive thank you to Isabella for joining me today, and also for the wonderful film.
Thank you so much. We even have a Facebook page, Red Shoes, if anybody wants to send us a message also. So thank you so much, Natasha. Thank you to the whole team of LA International.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.